Hi guys, welcome to the channel. And let us start with a new writer today. He might be new to some of us, but for literary people, he is a very celebrated writer. Okay, let us have a look at the profile about the writer. The name is Ian McEwan. He is a British author, he's an English novelist, and the Times magazine featured him on the list of the 50 greatest British writers since 1945, and the Daily Telegraph ranked him 19 in its list of 100 most powerful people in British culture. And by the way, let me tell you, he is a Man Booker Prize awardee. He won this award for his novel Amsterdam, and also he was the writer of the very famous novel Atonement, on which a movie also was made and it won Oscar award. So now you can understand what I'm talking about. He's a very important writer, and he's a British author, by the way. And what we are going to, he's, by the way, he's also my personal favorite writer, because the thrill, actually what he creates in his novel is phenomenal. Okay, if you start reading his novels or his summaries, okay, like this is, I'm sure about the fact that you will finish the novel, you will finish the summary, because he makes really interesting for his readers. Okay, so what we are going to talk about today is his novel The Comfort of Strangers. By the way, this novel is very important for Nat and also for the literary freaks as we are. Okay, so in my opinion, everyone must, I'll make this novel in a short summary. Okay, I'll make give a short summary of this novel, but I really want that a good literary disciple should be aware of these writers. Okay, because net paper of English net and masters and all these things, and or any literary paper, okay, is filled with such kind of writers. Okay, so let us start. The Comfort of Strangers. By the way, don't guess anything about the title, because let us start. Okay, this is a 1981 novel by British writer Ian McEwan, and it was his second novel. And also, the movie Harold Pinter, a very celebrated writer again, he wrote the screenplay when a movie was based on this novel, The Comfort of Strangers. Okay, so let us start the summary. Let us start the story. I'm sorry. Okay, so it starts like this. Mary and Colin are an English couple. Mary and Colin. They are on a holiday abroad in an unnamed city. Most people say the city was Venice. Okay, if we go in the details, but for up till here, the city is unknown. Mary and Colin are an English couple. They are on their holiday. Okay, Mary is divorced with two children. Colin is her handsome lover who has been with her for like 7 years, and although they do not usually live together, their relationship is deep, passionate, and intimate. But there is a sense of there is certain distance between them. Okay. One evening, the couple gets lost among the canals and is befriended by a forceful native named Robert. Now the story starts. Okay, he takes them to a bar because they get lost. They didn't know the way in a new city. So later, this Robert insists them to bring them to their house. Okay, where he says like, okay, you should meet my wife. My wife would be very happy to see you. Okay, so firstly, he shows great hospitality to them. Okay, and but somehow it was clear that something is not right. Okay, but since the hospitality was good and all these things, so they agreed. So as soon as, by the way, to tell you about these things, that here is a twist. Okay, he and his wife, Robert and his wife, the wife of Robert is Caroline. There are only four characters in the novel: Mary and Colin, the couple on holiday, and Robert and Caroline, his wife. Okay. By the way, my friends, let me tell you something. Robert is a product of sadistic upbringing. If you don't know what is sadistic, it means the ones who enjoy giving pain to someone, okay, who enjoy people's sufferings, okay. So Robert is a very cynical, that kind of character. He enjoys giving suffering, but right now he is hidden, and his wife Caroline is right now disabled. I'll tell you the reasons afterwards, but Caroline is actually a masochistic. Masochistic is the one who enjoys taking pains. Okay, who enjoys taking pains. I mean, oh God, who enjoys pain? Okay, no one, literally no one. Okay, so but there are two these characters. This couple is a bit suspicious or mysterious one. Okay, the husband likes to give pain and the wife likes to take the pain. Okay, so they are at the beginning of their next meeting. Robert immediately separates Colin and Mary. Okay, he actually invites them to his house, and Robert actually separates the man, the Colin. Okay, he takes him for a long walk in the city, and the both wives are at their home. As they go on walking, Robert talks exclusively to men, other men, in a different language that Colin doesn't understand. And Robert informs Colin that he told the men that Colin was his lover. Okay, now Caroline tells Mary about all the sadomasochistic relationship. Sadomasochistic, I told you, like he likes to give the pain and I like to take the pain. And this thing was very new to Mary. Okay, so now Caroline is actually confessing, okay, to Mary what are these things. Okay, so Robert had soon she's saying that Robert had soon started to become very violent towards her, towards Caroline, especially when they were having sex. One time he even broke her back while having intercourse. The reason for Caroline's see, Caroline is right now she is disabled. Okay, she cannot walk properly. Okay, this is called limping. That means not walking properly. Okay, so she is saying that she broke her back while having intercourse. The reason was because he is sadistic. He likes to give pain. Okay, he likes all this. He turned very violent towards while he was having sex. So now, but she says, I enjoyed all these things. This is very shocking. Okay, I know this is shocking, but his wife enjoys all these things to get hurt and to be like to when his husband turns violent while having sex. Okay, so eventually they shared a mutual. Now she's saying, now we both have a mutual fantasy. These things are very new to Mary. Okay, so now they are saying they have a mutual fantasy now to kill someone. Mary actually doesn't comment anything on just on this thing. Okay, she's waiting for her husband. Sorry, she's waiting for her boyfriend Colin to come, and later Caroline makes some tea and tea for Mary and leads her into their bedroom. And Mary is surprised to find a wall covered with the photographs of Colin. And she was actually saying that we are planning to kill someone. And as she begins to understand all these things, what is this trap all about? Okay, she starts to feel very tired and falls asleep. Okay, she knew that Caroline and Robert want to kill Colin for their fun. Okay, for their fun, or maybe they are like that. Okay, and afterwards, Colin and Robert return from their walk, and Colin notices that something is very wrong with Mary, because actually it turns out that Caroline has mixed the tea, laced the tea with a drug that paralyzes Mary but leaves her able to see. See how painful this is. Like you are paralyzed, but you can see, but you cannot do anything. Okay, she cannot tell Colin about what all had happened and what wrong people they are with. Okay, they have met. With Mary being unable to move or warn Colin, he is still in the dark about what is going to happen with him. She has to watch helplessly as Robert and Caroline start to touch Colin, kiss him, and as Robert slits the Colin's wrist with a razor blade, he actually makes a cut. Okay, as a result, Colin bleeds to death, and Mary passes out completely. Later Mary awakens in a hospital and finds out that Robert and Caroline are gone. And as you know, Colin bleeded to death, and no one is with her, and she's she has been told that her belongings are also taken away by Robert and Caroline, and later police informs her that such crimes are common. Okay, with this, we come to the end of this novel. And by the way, the theme, there were two themes that Ian McEwan wanted to say, that there was certain uh, there was certain gap between Mary and Colin, maybe a communication gap or maybe a intimacy gap. Okay, although they have known each other for 7 years. Okay, so this gap they had. Okay, Robert takes advantage of this gap. Okay, because that's why he takes Colin outside and he keeps Mary with his wife. And you may say that. And by the way, on the other hand, the second theme was that the acts of Robert are placed in the context of his childhood, suggesting that his family upbringing with a domineering authoritarian father, and he had a submissive mother. Okay, so this was the reason for all these his suspicious behavior that he does. He likes to give pain. That's why he has a sadistic approach, and masochistic approach is of his wife Caroline. Okay, with this we come to the end of this novel, The Comfort of Strangers. Do tell me how do you like this novel, or your suggestions are very important for me. Thank you so much, guys. See you tomorrow. Thank you.